I read the Arc Raiders patch notes this week so that you don't have to. Let's go over content and bug fixes. So in the Arc section, Flying Arc will no longer get stuck. The Matriarch and the Queen are now more likely to step over items instead of through them, hopefully reducing unfair knockback. When entering a game, Arc will now be less perceptive of you and less likely to notice you, hopefully allowing you to get into the game and somewhere safe. And they've also fixed an issue where Arc respawning in unexpected locations. The Arc Turbine has a few fixes this week, mainly based around its landing positioning. But the legs won't turn invisible anymore, and the legs should be more accessible, and they've actually increased the chance that you'll be burned by the fire when inside of the turbine. In animation this week, cloth physics now look more natural, and these two I have not noticed, but they fixed an issue causing some Arc weapon rotations to snap and appear laggy, and they also fixed an issue where items would clip into field crates when picked up while holding a gadget. As for audio, they've reduced how much the sound is lowered when you're taking damage now. And when bastions or bombardiers change targets, they actually have a distinct noise now to make you more aware. And they've added comb filtering to footsteps and movement. This will give you a clearer idea of distance, elevation, or direction of movements that you hear. And they've also made it easier to distinguish the height and elevation sounds. In cosmetics this week, they're just working on texture settings for better performance and visual consistency. As for gameplay, when entering a Raider hatch, you are now immune to stuns. Downed players can no longer move out of bounds, and they fixed an issue where hitting fire while doing things like climbing would not buffer your fire. In the general category, they fixed an issue where players could be teleported when standing on destroyed arc parts. Characters can no longer float when disconnecting in midair. And no, the expedition timer was not extended. It was actually displaying the wrong time, so that's been corrected. For items, agave juice now automatically goes into quick use items, and it will not be unloaded when emptying your backpack. And free loadout augments are worth much more money now. Instead of 100, they're worth 660. Maps had some general texture and shading fixes, but Riven Tides had a few of its own, including a balcony that was clipping through a hotel doorway, blocking passage, floating objects all around, and a misaligned balcony in the hotel lobby, and a missing wall collision in room 207. Stellamontes also received some adjustments to environment textures and collision fixes. As for social, you can actually now block players after reporting them. Voice chat will no longer fail when opening your console user interface on both PS5 and Xbox. And of course, end of round changes. You can now see squad members whether they extracted successfully or not, and their nameplates display options to block, report, and mute. There's also been some general performance and stability improvements, and they fixed an issue where the loading screen would remain stuck. In user interface, they added info to the crash mat tooltip. Deployables now have a striped overlay, and it actually shows blocked portions, so it's easier to place them now. And pinging the Arc Turbine as it enters the map will no longer cause your ping mark to act out. And lastly, utility. A lot of these seem to work around the grenades, but the first one, they removed delay after canceling a trigger grenade throw. Throwing grenades can now also be canceled properly. Canceling a pulse mine or a gas mine no longer consumes the item. They fixed the zipline prompt, allowing it to be used at close range. Vaulting is no longer triggered by the power descender, and the surge coil will now damage teammates of the player who placed it. Let me know what you think of these fixes in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Like and follow for more Arc Raiders news and updates.